A box can be defined as a two-dimensional shape with straight edges. It can also be used as a verb in the phrase box in. This phrase means to limit one's options or cause one to feel restricted or stuck. This use of the word box sounds like this when used. I'm from Tower Hill School in Wilmington, Delaware, but please don't box me in as just an academically talented, well-rounded, athletic, socially conscious, and thoughtful kid. I can also tell jokes too. Boxed in can also be used in a much less humorous way to define people who feel trapped in a bad situation. This is the terrible feeling people have who are wrongly accused for crimes or charges they did not commit. This is a major issue in our country since it is estimated between 2 and 8% of guilty pleas are made by innocent victims who decide a false admission is their best route. There are many reasons for this complicated problem, but poor incentives are a major one. A guilty plea or settlement can reward prosecutors with favorable press, career advancements, political gains, and even less work. I've experienced a problem like this firsthand. When I was in the 4th grade, the government opened an unfair investigation into my father's energy business for allegations of improprieties. For over 8 years, this investigation has been a constant topic of conversation within our family and a permanent stress. When I see Dad alone in deep thoughts, I do not have to ask him what he's thinking about. I know. Other businesses subject to similar investigations entered into suspect settlements. My father's business, however, continues to wait for a trial. During this time, it published all of the details of the investigation on the internet, including numerous expert opinions and validating the government's claims. Its site has attracted extensive media coverage as well as tens of thousands of visits from all over the world. Professor Eric Smith from Tulane's Energy Institute knows about this issue. Several years ago, he was quoted in a Philadelphia Inquirer story about it. My sisters and I have even participated in a small way in the company's efforts to expose the problem. Several years ago, we made videos about this investigation that were uploaded to YouTube. Our videos were mentioned by journalists and were also viewed by the government agency. Exposing the investigation in such a public way protected my father and his business. Through this, I have learned that sunlight is a great disinfectant. Despite the big problems this investigation caused my family, we are lucky in some ways. Many people and businesses do not have the ability to fully defend themselves from a prosecutor or government agency like my father has done. Living through this has helped me become passionate about criminal justice and regulatory reform. While I know most people will never experience a situation like we have, it can be devastating. This social justice problem affects lower income and less educated people more often. They are easier to bully. It is a very hard problem to fix. One reason for this is that the overburdened judicial system cannot even provide all defendants a jury trial. Instead, the system relies on settlements, even if they are unfair, to keep things moving along. However, some things can be done to make progress. Raising awareness of this issue is an easy way to make change. Simply put, the more people who know about it, the less likely it is to occur. Another solution is for judges to hold prosecutors and regulators accountable through penalties when appropriate. This would encourage some defendants to wait for a jury trial if they truly believed in their innocence. Finally, there are organizations that get involved in individual cases. For instance, the Innocence Project fights to exonerate the wrongly convicted. They research legal documents of felons and uncover evidence and other information. This organization has freed about 350 people from prison since it started 25 years ago. I would like to use my education and experience to help solve this complex social justice problem. My contribution to this issue could be made through volunteering, a future career selection, or by simply raising awareness. After all that my family has been through, it would be very meaningful to me. I don't want people to feel boxed in the way we have.